Dear student, in previous class we discussed about the rate constant, characteristics of rate constant, rate law, order of reaction, different type of order of reaction, characteristics of order of reaction, unit of order of reaction. Next I will discuss about the molecularity of the reaction. The number of reacting species taking part a single step reaction is called molecularity of the reaction. So we can write the number of reacting species taking in a single step of the chemical reaction is called molecularity of the reaction. Next I will explain the types of chemical reaction depending upon the molecularity. At first I will discuss about the unimolecular reaction. In unimolecular reaction, the molecularity is 1. That means only one molecule participates in the single step of the reaction. So we can write the reaction in which only one molecule participates is called unimolecular reaction, and the examples of unimolecular reaction are PCl5 gives PCl3 plus Cl2. Next example is N2O5 gives N2O4 plus half O2. These are the examples of unimolecular reaction. Next I will explain about the bimolecular reaction. The reaction in which two molecules participate are called bimolecular reaction. So we can write the reaction where two molecules are participate is called bimolecular reaction, and the examples of bimolecular reaction are 2HI gives H2 plus I2. Next is your acid hydrolysis of ester. The reaction is your CH3CO C2H5 plus water in the presence of an acid gives CH3COH, that is your carboxylic acid, another is your ethyl alcohol. This is an example of bimolecular reaction. Next is your alkali hydrolysis of ester, CH3CO C2H5 plus NOH gives CH3CONA plus C2H5 OH. These are the examples of bimolecular reaction. Next I will discuss about the trimolecular reaction. The reaction in which three molecules participate are called trimolecular reaction. So we can write the reaction where three molecules are participated is called trimolecular reaction, and the examples of trimolecular reaction is CO plus O2 gives CO2. Next of trimolecular reaction. Now I will discuss about the characteristics of molecularity of a reaction. Molecularity of a reaction pertains a single step reaction or a single step of a complex reaction which involves many steps. Molecularity of a reaction as a whole has no meaning, so we can write it pertains a single step reaction or single step of a complex reaction which involves a number of steps for its completion. Molecularity of a reaction as a whole has no meaning for a complex reaction. Molecularity of a reaction is always whole number, it cannot be zero or fraction. So we can write it is always a whole number and is never in fraction or zero. The molecularity of a reaction cannot exceed more than 3, so we can write the molecularity of a single step reaction or a single step of multi-step reaction cannot be exceed 3. These are the characteristics of molecularity of a reaction. Next I will discuss about an important question which is always asked in the exam. It carry 2 or 3 marks. Distinction between order of reaction and molecularity of the reaction. It is a very important question always asked in the exam. First is your order of reaction and the second is your molecularity of the reaction. Order of reaction is the sum of the power of the concentration of the reactants, but molecularity is the number of molecules taking in a single step of a reaction. This is the main difference. Sum of power, or you can also consider exponent of concentration of reactant in the rate law, but molecularity is the number of molecule taking in a single step reaction. Molecularity may be a whole number, zero or fraction. Molecularity is in whole number, zero, or you can take also fraction. But remember, molecularity always a whole number. It cannot be zero, because in the universe there is no such type of reaction in which no molecule is taking part for the reaction. If the molecule cannot take part in the reaction, then that is not considered as a reaction. Reaction means it clearly indicates that there is a participant of the molecules or atoms like this. So, the molecularity of a reaction cannot be zero. It may have some value. You can take 1 molecule, 2 molecule, 3 molecule like that. But you cannot take fraction of the molecule for a reaction. So molecularity of the reaction is a whole number. It cannot be zero. Order of reaction patterns. Order of reaction patterns. Whole of the reaction. But remember, molecularity of the reaction patterns only for a single step reaction. Order of reaction can be calculated by experiment, but molecularity of the reaction can be calculated by the help of simple balanced chemical equation. Order of reaction do not refer to the mechanism, but remember molecularity of the reaction refers to the mechanism. By the help of order of reaction, we cannot predict about the mechanism, but by the help of molecularity, we can predict the mechanism. This is all about the difference between order of reaction and molecularity of the reaction. Remember some important point: molecularity or order of reaction do not exceed more than 3, because in a single step reaction, we cannot find such type of reaction in which there are 3 molecules react simultaneously to each other. The reaction which is having more than 3 order of reaction or molecularity is very rare. Remember another important point: the slow step of a reaction is used for the determination of rate of reaction. Now I will explain about the kinetics of zero order reaction, that is integration rate equation. We know that in a zero order reaction, the rate of reaction do not depends upon the concentration of the reactant. Consider a zero order reaction. A gives a product. Suppose I will take A moles per liter of A at time 0. That means initially I will take A moles of liter of A reactant. At time 0, the concentration of the product is 0. After time t, suppose X moles of the reactant converted into the product. Now the concentration of the product is your X moles per liter. After time t, the concentration of A is your A minus X moles per liter. Here A moles per liter is the concentration of the reactant A at time 0, and A minus X moles per liter is the concentration of the reactant A at time t. Therefore, the instantaneous rate, that is your dx by dt is equal to K into concentration of the reactant, that means the concentration of A power 0. Since this reaction belongs to zero order reaction, we know that in zero order reaction, the rate of reaction do not depend upon the concentration of the reactant. So here 0 is written. Now dx by dt is equal to K into 1. Remember that dx equal to k into dt. We can write also dx by dt is equal to k. This is your said to be differential rate equation. Suppose this is your equation number 2 and this is your equation number 1. Now integrate the equation 2, then we can find integration of dx is equal to k into integration of dt. By solving we can find x is equal to kt plus I, where I is the integration constant. Now our aim to find out the value of I. When t is equal to 0, there is no formation of the product. That means the value of x is equal to 0. Now put the value of t is equal to 0 and x is equal to 0 in equation 3. Then we can write 0 is equal to k into 0 plus I. That means I is equal to 0. Now put the value of I is equal to 0 in equation 3 again. Then we can write x is equal to kt plus 0. That means x is equal to kt, implies k is equal to x by t. This is your equation number 4, and the equation 4 is called integration rate equation for zero order reaction. Now I will explain about the half-life period. It having a symbol that is your T half. Don't think that 1 by 2 means it a value. No, 1 by 2 it is a symbol which indicates the half-life period. Half-life period is the time in which the concentration of the reactant is reduced to the half of the initial concentration. Suppose I will take a reactant which having initial concentration a moles per liter. Then how many times required to convert the a moles of liter into a by 2 moles per liter? That time is called half-life period of the reaction. Now when T is equal to T half, then it is bound to take x is equal to a by 2, because your x is the concentration of the product. Now the concentration of the product is half of the initial concentration of the reactant, because the time is taken as the half-life period. We know that k is equal to x by t. This is the integration rate equation for zero order reaction. Now put the value of x and t in this equation, then we can find k is equal to a by 2 divided by t half. That means we can write t half for zero order reaction is equal to a by 2k. This is the expression for half-life period of zero order reaction. Look at that. Here k is constant, 2 is also constant. From this equation we can write T half is a direct proportional to the A. A means the initial concentration of the reactant. From the relation it is clear that the half-life period is direct proportional to the initial concentration of the reactant. Suppose I will draw a graph between T half and A. Suppose A will taken in the x-axis, T half is taken in the y-axis. Then a straight line is obtained. This indicates that T half and the initial concentration are directly proportional to each other. We know that K proportional to temperature, K is inversely proportional to T half. That means T half is inversely proportional to temperature. If the temperature increases, then the half-life period of a zero order reaction decreases. Now I will explain about the characteristics of zero order reaction. The first point is your, suppose I will draw a graph between rate which is taken in the y-axis and concentration of reactant which is taken in the x-axis. We know that according to the definition of zero order reaction, the rate of reaction do not depends upon the concentration of the reactant. That means whether the concentration of the reactant increases or decreases, the rate of reaction always constant. So I will obtain a straight line which is parallel to the concentration of the reactant axis. This is the graph between rate and concentration of the reactant in a zero order reaction. Suppose I will draw a graph between time versus concentration of product. We know that in a reaction the concentration of the product always increases with respect to the time. So I will obtain a straight line which is passing through the origin. Here the concentration of the product taken in the x-axis and the time is taken in the y-axis. This straight line indicate that the time and the concentration of the product direct proportional to each other. Next point is the unit of K for zero order reaction is equal to mole into liter inverse time inverse. Remember an important point: the amount of reactant changes in zero order reaction. Also, if you think about the other type of reaction, remember an important point: the amount of reactant always changes, but for zero order reaction, the concentration of reactant do not changes. Also remember an important point: the zero order reactions are found rarely. The zero order reaction are found rarely. This is all about the characteristics of zero order reaction. Next I will do some questions and problem related to the zero order reaction. My first question is for a chemical reaction, variation in rate with concentration is shown in the below diagram. In this graph, the concentration is taken in the x-axis, rate is taken in the y-axis. A straight line is obtained which is parallel to the concentration axis. Then the question is what is the order of reaction? What are the unit of rate constant K for the reaction? Look at that. From this graph, it is clear that the rate is always constant with respect to the concentration. Whether the concentration changes, that means it decreases or increases, the rate of the reaction must be constant. This proves that this reaction belongs to the zero order reaction, because according to zero order reaction, the rate of reaction does not depend upon the concentration of the reactant. Here, this graph clearly proves the zero order reaction. So, the order of reaction is zero order reaction. So, the answer of I question is zero order reaction. And the unit of rate constant for zero order reaction is mole into liter inverse second inverse. This is the unit of rate constant for zero order reaction. Next I will solve a problem related to the zero order reaction. The rate constant of a reaction of zero order in A is 0.003 mole into liter inverse second inverse. How long will it take for the initial concentration of A to fall from 0.10 molarity to 0.075 molarity. We know that T is equal to A0 concentration minus A divided by K, where K is equal to rate constant. Here the value is your 0.003 mole into liter inverse second inverse. A0 concentration, that is the said to be initial concentration of A, and it is equal to your 0.1 molarity. A is the concentration of A at any instant, and the concentration of A here is your 0.075 molarity. Now put the value of A0, A and K in this equation, then T is equal to how much? Here A0 concentration is your 0.1 minus A concentration is your 0.075 divided by K. K means your 0.003. By solving this, we can find 8.3 second. So the answer is your 8.3 second. Next I will solve the problem number 2. The decomposition of Na3 on platinum surface is zero order reaction. If rate constant K is 4 into 10 to the minus 3 molarity into second inverse, how long will it take to reduce the initial concentration of NH3 from 0.1 molarity to 0.064 molarity? We know that T is equal to A0 concentration minus A concentration divided by K. Here K is the rate constant. Here K is the rate constant and is equal to 4 into 10 to the minus 3 molarity into second inverse. And A0 is the initial concentration of NH3. Here initial concentration is 0.1 molarity. A concentration is equal to concentration of NH3 at any instant. This formula is applicable for zero order reaction. Now put the value of A0, A, K in this equation. That means we can write T is equal to 0.1 minus 0.064. Here A concentration is equal to 0.064 molarity. Now I will divide this by K value. Your K value is 4 into 10 to the minus 3 molarity into second inverse. By solving this, we can find 9 seconds. This is the answer for this question.